I'm over at DG Collision over here in Covina. It's really local to my shop. He's taking care of my family and friends, fixing, you know, their vehicles, as well as even a couple of my buddies' drift cars. But Dan has always painted every single one of my drift cars, and they have came out absolutely phenomenal. So let's head inside and let's meet Dan, and then we'll go check out the E92.
Josh, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for helping me out with the E92. Dude, give us a walkthrough of DG Collision and how you got started and everything you do here.
Yeah, no problem. As Josh said, my name's Dan. I'm the owner of DG Collision. We're a full service collision repair shop. We work on late model vehicles. We also do early vehicle collisions. Let me show you the shop and show you a little bit about what we do.
I know, I saw like the cool custom rides you have out front.
Yeah,
obviously you painted those.
One of them's a customer car, one of them's my good buddies.
Heck yeah.
This area is detail area. We do the car cleanup. It comes in here. We do final QC, wax, whatever it needs, and get it back to the customer.
Oh, is this your caddy back here?
That's my caddy.
Okay, we gotta show
We'll show him. We'll show
this.
Him
we just give him a little glimpse because this thing is just too cool. Woo. So clean. Look at that. What year is this thing again?
This is a 53.
53. So you did all the body work, you built it all yourself here at this shop.
Yeah.
Full interior, all done. This car is just so immaculate. So clean. How long did it take you to build this thing?
Well, I mean, I've had the car since 2007. Actual time spent on it is probably 3 or 4 years.
That's, I mean, for a car this nice, 3 or 4 years, I would assume that's kind of quick.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So here's where we do all the paint mixing right here. We use PPG water base. The computer tells us the formulas and we mix it on the scale. And then here's where the magic happens. I just got done painting this complete.
Nice. Check it out. It's a little Tacoma.
Yeah.
Very cool. So clean. Had a few cars in this paint booth, huh, Dan?
Yeah. I like to stay busy.
Heck yeah. Pretty cool.
Cool, well, come on back. I'll show you where we do all the prep work,
All right.
body work. This is our main paint prep department. We do a lot of primer and stuff in our prep station right there. Cars get sanded, cars get polished right here.
Nice.
My personal car, Monte Carlo. Josh built the motor for me.
Oh yeah, this is the motor I built. Check it out. Pretty cool LS. Him and Ed have been working on this thing pretty religiously lately. And then I just got done with a little radiator shroud for it too.
Then we come back here. This is our frame heavy body work department. We got Josh's car up on the rack. We're about to strap it down and give it a little pull. It's been doing its job out there on the race course, and doing its job means getting a little banged up. So we're gonna get it straightened out so he's leveled out.
You know, obviously you guys saw what happened at round 3, but this is kind of like what the top of the shock tower should look like. And unfortunately, you can kind of see it's got a pretty gnarly wobble here, and then after taking the fender off, you can really see, you know, the damage in here. You see it buckled here, and stuff like that. But yeah, Dan's the man with this stuff, so I know he told me you will be able to pull it with this machine, which this is a pretty cool machine. And I don't know, what do you is it gonna be hard or is it gonna be easy?
It's gonna be easy.
Rad.
Yeah.
Rad, because I'm sure like you've seen a lot worse than that.
Definitely seen a lot worse. We have a Carliner Vision X3 system. We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna take points electronically. We're gonna pull it and get it back to factory specs within 1 millimeter.
Nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, right on. Well, I'm here to be Dan's right-hand man and be his, kind of like his wrench if he needs anything. So I'll do my best to kind of document this and also, you know, shoot as much time lapse as I can. So I guess we'll get to it. All right, Dan, what did we find out?
So we're using this tool here this is called a tram gauge. And so we're going from center out to this marked hole right here on the body, on the strut tower. This is stock. And then over here, you can see we're pushed back like almost 2 inches.
Yeah, like it doesn't even line up with that hole.
Yeah. So we're gonna do some pulls on it and get it to over there, and then fine tune it.
Sweet. Mike came by to say hi. So even just that little pull moved it over like an inch, you said?
Yeah, because we were out here before. Mm-hmm. Now we're halfway. Yeah, we want to be. I feel like it's torquing it down a little bit. From here, maybe we'll get. Closer for sure. Now I'm wondering, I feel like we gotta come out now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're like, don't use my air cleaner as a stand, please.
You're fine. So I put this there. We had to cut this off. Obviously that goes there, that came off. And Mike had a really great idea where I didn't even think about this. I could actually plate this and then shoot a tube like over to the frame rail there, and then it will actually help brace it. I mean, the only thing that this really attaches is the core support here and then the front fender mount, which is going to be pretty easy to fab. And yeah, I think it probably needs it anyways. So I rigged this guy up to pull it out, because before we were pulling it forward. Dan's just kind of cross-checking it.
I mean, we're pretty good here.
It definitely looks a lot better already.
We're even on that measurement, and then from the center to this one, we're even. Let's see where else we could measure to.
Center a bolt.
Yeah, are you good on center?
On center, yeah. Well, that's it. Should straight now. Should be super easy. Like I said, the only thing it attaches is just that, you know, little core support for the radiator,
right,
and then just that one attachment for the fender. But yeah, I could fab up something, and then probably wouldn't be a bad idea to like fab up something anyways, like what Mike was saying, like, you know, to shoot a tube, you know, down to there just to kind of maybe like help lock that in. There was a strut tower across from strut tower to strut tower, and it's like if you hit this side, because that's gonna want to bend, is it gonna want to shift, you know, that side over? But I guess it's just, you know, it's not a one size fits all type of scenario. What do you think, Mike?
6 to 1, half dozen the other.
Definitely no strut towers. That's just like, yeah, that's just kind of a way to transfer energy, like to the opposite tower. You see it in drifting a lot where there's like hard concrete wall hits on one side. If there's a strut bar, it shifts both sides over.
Of course, yeah. It takes out the crumbles.
Yeah.
If you had a bar, maybe put a little pressure on this, and I'll try to straighten some of this out for you.
Okay. I get to man the thing.
That's good.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. She's fixed, done and ready to rip. There's plenty of other work I gotta do on the car. Gotta, you know, just do some like in between intervals of maintenance on the car or whatever, but I can't thank Dan enough for helping me out, dude.
Got it, brother.
Freaking super solid.
Most important part is we got your wheel spec, so.
Yeah, exactly. And like what we were talking about earlier, like if this was like a more of a normal car, right? Like now all that sheet metal would get, that would have got replaced anyways. So that's, you know, like this is not, Dan doesn't do stuff like that. It's just because it's a drift car, but Dan does.
Race car action.
Yeah, we just, it's a race car. It's for what we're doing just fine. But I wouldn't trust, you know, anybody else with any other vehicle of mine. Like he's always done such a top-notch job for me, and I always appreciate it. So dude,
you're welcome, Josh.
Thanks again. DG Collision in Covina, phone number exactly, you know where to find him. All right guys, on to the next video.